Hi again, welcome to the garage. I'm Pierre. I've just been asked by some representative at Banggood that just, probably seen some of my reviews and liked it. So he said, would you test or review these, lathe tools for me? And this is a set, 7 tools with, inserts. One insert supplied with all the, for each tool, and 12 millimeters by 12 millimeters the shank, just a touch under half inch. There's a parting tool, external threading, 3 tools for external machining, 1 boring bar for inside machining, and 1 inside threading tool. All the inserts in there, just for an example, these are CCMTs or CCGX or something like that. They're all compatible with other types, and just get the same size, and that'll fit in there. They fit pretty well. They see pretty good. Also, one test I did with those is to, I own a Rockwell meter, so I just went and tested the hardness on the metal. This is a parting tool, test to 35 on the C scale, which is well in the good average of these kinds of tools. These ones here, the 4 external tools, they test between 23 and 26, which is a little bit, I would say, a few points under what I would expect, but it doesn't worry me because the size of the inserts in there, it'll never reach breaking points with those inserts. I mean, unless you really get something just on a huge lathe and you just jam the thing. So I'm not worried about that. Boring bar, internal boring bar, tests at 42. The internal threading bar tests at 47. Those are well within the range of the the high quality brands which I tested, and they range in this 40 something, like from 42 to 46, 47 area. This is well within the range and no deviation. The inserts for that box of 10, you pay about I think it's $5 to $6 to, I think the bigger ones are maybe $15. So, and that's for the box. I mean, not for one insert. That's for 10. Really good deal on them. We tested that on my friend's Robert machine, so he's got the kind of a little lathe that big enough to get there and move away with it. It just weighs about 100 pounds, or about maybe 45 kilos or something. That's a nice little machine, works good, and we'll be using this to test those tools. Just as a disclaimer, I didn't pay for those tools. They were given to me. Just want you to know that I wouldn't lose my name over a set of tools just by selling scrap. So I would say those are good tools. And if you want some, I will put the description box in there, like just right below. All the coordinates, the links to get directly to the tools, so you get the same manufacturer, the same tools, and the same source that I got. So chances are you're gonna get as good as tools as these ones are, and the inserts the same. They will give you like direct access. I think it's more practical that way, so you don't have to search all the Banggood site. Also, I would like to apologize about the sound at Robert's place, because I can't carry very easily my setup for the wireless. This setup, which you're used to, I think better sound around here, even around the machines, but I'll try to do my best to make it clear, and at the editing process, I'll try to make whether subtitles, or try not to incommodate you too much with the sounds of the machine. So, with no further delay, just let's go to Roberts and let's see how we manage with the tools. Okay, this is how we get the 7 tools in the box with the inserts, and also we get individually wrapped in plastic boxes. Let's see what it does once the inserts are installed on it. All the inserts are mostly installed on them. When you tie this up, just make sure that you give it just a little swing in there. That's all it needs. If you go too tight, they'll be undoable, or they'll break, or they'll cause you problems. So far so good. I mean, they seem to be sitting very nicely in the bottom of their space, and we'll be starting to do some work on it. The first slate we're going to use is a little 2Lex International. Robert, what's the dimensions? And
this one's called a 7.5 by 18 inch.
And it's got the changeable gears at the end, It's got a carriage that, you know, with an engagement, and that's pretty good. Can do threading. What's the size of the chuck on this one?
That's probably a 3-inch chuck, and I have the big 4-inch 4-jaw to go with it too.
Oh, that's a monster. Okay, it's not the best conditions. The feet are laying on the plywood table, but anyway, that's a temporary setup because Robert's not totally installed in his basement. But we're going there somewhere. At least we got a little machine to kind of show that most people are organized, and what comes out of that. Okay, the tool holder on this. This is 12 millimeters here section, so it's not a big tool holder. You see, you put my hand there. I mean, it's not that big. The chuck is not that big, but we'll just take a few cuts and we'll start with aluminum and see how far we can go with the different tools. Okay, we're ready to do a little parting. The depth of that little hole is about where the blade is, and we'll see what it does. Let's get that to over 1,000 RPMs at least.
Watch out to see if it's holding well.
Let's see what it does. Oh. What?
There's a reason why it was vibrating.
Oh, no wonder.
That's okay.
We're not giving ourselves the chance.
Nope.
That should be better. We're pretty far from the chuck. Still some vibration, but still not too bad. Lots of people will cut aluminum with this, and seems to be doing a good job so far. Hey, surprisingly good. And since the overhang to the chuck is it's pretty long though. But hey, so far it's pretty good for this. This is a small machine. This weighs about what, 75 pounds, 70 pounds?
Maybe 100 wet.
Look, it's under 100 pounds, so small machine. Okay, now for a test is the CCMT. Yeah, anyway, they're positive rake inserts, but let's go try to see how it will face. It's like I said, this is small. What speed are we going? Just about.
Close to 1,000.
Finish looks pretty good. 1,000 RPM, doesn't slow down. We could use a little bit of lube. It will be yielding a better finish though. But so far so good. I want to crank up the speed to what are we about, 2000s?
1,005.
1005? Okay, let's see what it does. That's not bogging at all. The finish is very nice. Both of those tools are so far impressive. Okay, we're now change speed. We'll be going like what's the
around 2,000, I would suppose.
Okay, around 2000. And let's see how it does. First time we try. Nice little chips. The chips are breaking. Diameter of this bar is what, 1 inch and 1.1 I think. It's removing material pretty fast. It's finish is nice for a hand feed. A little bit of a bigger cut. It's slowing down a little bit. Estimate what, 10,000 to cut?
Yeah.
10 thousandths of an inch, about 0.25 millimeters, sorry. That's pretty good.
Wow.
This removes like a hairpin chip. The finish is beautiful on this. That's nice. So far so good with this insert. That's nice. That's pretty, that's good. I like this. Okay, we'll see about touching down and engaging and see how much we can take with this, and you know, make a nice cut. We'll clean up this little billet. 10,000 cut. Not too bad. Makes nice little chips. I know it's aluminum, but we're cleaning the surface some more. Not bad at all. We're turning about over 1,000, I'd say. I can push it a little bit more. Want to go 20? Let's go 20.
Okay.
Not bad. Another 5. Still taking it. No, taking 5 next. Okay, we're biting 30 there, which is not too bad. Locking the screw. 100, 1 inch to 135. We're exactly like within the thousandths. We're exactly like 60 thousandths on the diameter, which is pretty great for a little lathe like this size. We could go probably a little bit more, but anyway, this is about as good as this little insert will do. Maybe a little bit more if you got more power, but on this little lathe, excellent. I think for small machines, so far I'm impressed. I'm happy with the result that does. Okay, next. That's it?
That's 300, so you want more than that,
Get it 1,000. Okay, we're at 1,000 RPMs. This is 19 millimeter or 3/4 of an inch piece of steel. It's cold roll steel. Huh?
There's a little lip, so...
There's a little bit of interrupted cut. A little bit of chatter, but it's coming through. Let's see, how much are you thinking about?
Couldn't tell you.
Huh?
Couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell me. Okay, that's good. Interesting.
So 10,000?
10,000 in steel. A little bit of chatter, but still like
15?
15 thousandths. Not too bad. The chips are manageable also. They're not, you know, they're not stringing or whatever. Just so maybe we'll have to adjust a little bit the height. I'm not sure if it's are we low or high?
Can't even see.
Oh, we're not going to the mill. Or just the everything's folding down.
It's probably folding down there, as you're saying, so we'll try and lift it up a tad.
Okay, now Robert is feeding 15 thousandths with the compound. We adjusted the value to get 15, and you just get at it. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. and fed. It's pretty good. Let's push it 30% more speed. About 10 thousandths at the end.
10,000 here?
Boy,
Okay.
we're taking 10,000 at the end. And we're running about what speed now?
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000 RPMs. This is a 3/4 of an inch bar around full roll, about 19 millimeters, 1,000 RPMs. Okay, how much are we taking?
I can go one more, it'll be 15.
15 thousandths. Which is almost 0.4, almost 0.4 millimeter. Let's go 20 thousandths. It's going to be 0.5 millimeter, just about. 1,000 RPMs. Nice chips. Finish is looking good. It's a 25.
It's 25.
Starting to get some chatter, but we're still removing metal pretty good. Not bad at all. This is steel, and we're going to be going with 1,000 RPMs. The advance will be not sure, but we'll take about 5 thousandths. Not too bad. We'll take another 5, and what we'll need there will be a 10. Let's go to 15. This is 15. Seems to be going good. This is 20. Still doing it. 25. We maxed it. Let's say 20,000 RPMs. Not sure the advance, will have to calculate it, but seems not too bad. Going pretty good though. Let's see. I'm going to be taking 15. That's going to be 30. When it gets to the other part, I know it doesn't seem like a big cut, but this little thing is seems like a small cut, but this little thing is removing material. Feel some heat in there. Not that much, but not too bad. Nice little chips. Curly though. Starting to show some color a little bit. Impressive though. It can remove, like these little inserts will remove very thin areas. Like you can remove 1 or 2 thousandths of an inch with this. And like I say, this material there is pretty hard. Surprisingly hard, because I work on this with a much bigger lathe and bigger tools, and it's pretty demanding. Still impressive. We still got the same edge there. Still working good. I'll take later on. I'll take some close-ups of that. I think this view is pretty good. Shows you the point of the insert, the cutting edge. We've been cutting aluminum. We've been cutting cold roll steel. We cut some hot roll steel also. We also cut some pretty hard alloy. Pretty sure there's tungsten in it, and all the tests we did, and that's the only edge we used so far. I think it behaved pretty good. Starting to show a little bit of wear, but I guess it mostly from the hard stuff. And we ran pretty high speeds and pretty good feed for those little machines. So far it looks good. And for only a few bucks, like these inserts, I don't think they're much more than $5-6. Just check the links in the description box. I think you'll find the prices very attractive for those.